Southeast Asia is a notoriously cheap area to visit. It is also incredibly beautiful and filled with art, history, flavorful food, religious architecture, and mind-blowing natural landscapes. Cambodia is probably the cheapest country to visit in Southeast Asia. Top things to do in Cambodia include visiting the magnificent ancient Khmer temples in Siem Reap and touring the museums and palaces in the capital city of Phnom Penh. A hostel in Cambodia can cost as little as $4 per night, and you can get a full meal for $1. Laos is another affordable country in Southeast Asia. From the glittering Buddhist temples to the lush forests and waterfalls, this nation is perfect for history lovers and outdoor enthusiasts alike. Monuments, palaces, temples, museums, shrines, and other stunning pieces of architecture can be found all over the country. There are also lots of picturesque waterfalls scattered around the landscape, including the Quang Si waterfall, the Khon and Pha Pheng falls, the Tat Se falls, and more. Entry fees to all the best man-made and natural attractions usually only cost $1 or $2, and many people can successfully travel around Laos for less than $30 per day. As one of the best countries in the world for street food, Vietnam should have a place on every foodie's travel bucket list. The markets in Vietnam are outstanding. You can indulge in a wide variety of local dishes and barely spend more than a couple of USD. Vietnam is also famous for its unique natural attractions, including the limestone islands of Ha Long Bay and the world's largest cave, Hang Son Doong. Accommodation and transportation are both very affordable here as well, contributing to why Vietnam is one of the cheapest Asian countries to visit. Indonesia is a country in Southeast Asia composed of thousands of islands. This means it is incredibly diverse. You can visit the most popular island of Bali, or head to the quieter tourist islands such as Lombok, Java, or Sumbawa. Regardless, Indonesia is a very cheap country to travel to. It is wise to just pick a handful of islands and fully explore those, rather than hopping from island to island constantly and spending lots of money on transport. But once you find a nice place and stick to it, you can eat delicious, flavorful local food and stay in fun hostels or guest houses for $20 to $30 per day in total. One of the cheapest countries to visit is Nepal. For adventurous travelers looking to explore the most remote corners of the globe, Nepal is a great place to go. It's one of the cheapest Asian countries to visit outside of Southeast Asia. Many people come here to hike Mount Everest, but that is only for extremely fit and ambitious travelers, and with lots of money saved, because hiking Mount Everest is super expensive. But if you want to trek in some less touristy mountains, you can do so in Nepal for very cheap. Stay in cozy local guest houses and eat home-cooked meals for just $10 to $20 per day. As far as African countries go, Morocco is one of the most affordable. It's not as cheap as Southeast Asia, but it's still overall one of the cheapest countries to visit if you can avoid the tourist traps. For example, Marrakesh is a chaotic and colorful city in Morocco. Most travelers visit here to explore the massive Medina and to book tours into the Sahara Desert or the Atlas Mountains. Marrakesh can be very cheap if you buy your food at local eateries instead of tourist restaurants in Jema El Efna, the main tourist square. Hostels around Morocco generally cost between $8 and $10, and tours are affordable as well. Be sure to check out the blue city of Chekawan, the beaches along the west coast, and of course, the mountains and the desert. If you're living in the USA and you'd like to travel somewhere cheap, Central America is the place to go. From the low prices of food, accommodation, and activities, to the short and cheap flights to get there, Central America has some of the cheapest countries to visit. From the USA, Nicaragua is a gorgeous country. Most travelers tend to congregate near San Juan del Sur, a party beach town, or in the towns of Leon, Managua, and Grenada. Popular things to do in Nicaragua include hiking and sandboarding on volcanoes, admiring the Spanish colonial architecture in the cities, and surfing at the remote beaches. Also, one cheapest countries to visit in Central America, El Salvador, our small place is known for its natural beauty. There are lots of beautiful lakes, volcanoes, beaches, and waterfalls to explore, as well as some fascinating Mayan ruins and archaeological sites. So if you love history and nature, El Salvador is the perfect country to visit. As with most countries in Central and South America, food is cheapest if you stick to the local dishes. You can find big plates of local food for $3 whereas a meal of foreign food like pizza or burgers costs closer to $10. Guatemala is a geographically diverse and stunning country. Located just below Mexico, it's very close to the USA, so you can find flights there for as cheap as $100. Guatemala has a thriving Mayan culture. You'll find lots of traditionally dressed locals living the way their ancestors did. You'll most likely hear other indigenous languages in addition to Spanish here as well. Guatemala has beach towns, highlands and mountains, and tropical rainforests within its borders. You can paddleboard on Lake Atitlan, hike volcanoes near Antigua, swim in natural lakes and waterfalls in the rainforest, and explore Mayan ruins in the north. As one of the cheapest countries to visit in South America, Bolivia is a favorite among backpackers and budget travelers. You can travel around Bolivia for $20 a day if you eat at local restaurants and stay in hostels. This country is very traditional, so you'll get to see the real South American way of life. Highlights in Bolivia include the surreal landscape of Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat, and the blue waters of Lake Titicaca, the world's highest navigable body of water. For a real adventure, venture off the tourist trail and visit remote local villages or hike in the Amazon jungle. Located in the north of South America, Colombia is an underrated tourist destination. With breathtaking beaches and marine life on the coast, and colorful architecture and historic villages inland, Colombia has something for everyone. Popular things to do in Colombia include touring coffee plantations, hiking volcanoes, trekking in the national parks, snorkeling near the northern beaches, and exploring the cities of Medellin and Cartagena. Hostels in Colombia cost around $10 per night, and public bus journeys around the country cost only a few dollars.
Many people don't think of Europe as a super cheap place to visit. Scandinavia is extremely expensive, and most of Western Europe is quite pricey as well. But Eastern Europe is often just as cheap as Central America or Southeast Asia. Bulgaria is actually one of the cheapest countries to visit in Europe. It's not very touristy, so the locals are extremely welcoming. In Sofia, the Bulgarian capital city, locals host daily free walking tours for tourists so they can teach you all about their culture and history. Hostels in Bulgaria cost around $5 to $9 per night, and you can treat yourself to an amazing meal at a nice restaurant for less than $20. For history lovers, Poland is a great place to visit. Full of museums and historical sites, you most likely won't have to pay more than $5 or $10 to enter some of the country's most popular attractions. Poland is also home to lots of colorful, photogenic architecture, which you can obviously admire and photograph for free. Big plates of hearty local food usually cost less than $10, and hostels generally cost around $8 to $10. Poland has all the delicious food and amazing sights of Western European countries, but without the high prices and the swarms of tourists.
Another cheapest country to visit in Europe is Romania. Not to use a cliché, but Romania is truly a hidden gem of Europe. It is a beautiful country with so many cool things to see, but it has very few tourists and it is extremely cheap. A highlight of the country is the Transylvania region, which is home to numerous impressive castles and lots of quaint, charming, colorful villages. You can also visit Romania to explore the wilderness, including the majestic Carpathian Mountains and the beaches bordering the Black Sea. Traveling on a budget through Romania means you'll probably spend only $30 to $40 per day, so it's one of the cheapest foreign countries to visit in Europe.
In Asia, there are only a few countries that can offer a certain type of diversity to its visitors. India is just one of the countries found in the continent that leaves a lasting impression on tourists, famous for its cool beaches, churches, markets, and other eye-catching sights. The country is not only packed with beautiful places, but it also offers a lot of variation. Not every country offers the possibility to combine mountains, deserts, beaches, jungles, and cities in one trip, after all. One of the things India is best known for is its incredibly rich culture. It was here that Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism, and other religions were born. So if cultural or spiritual travel is your thing, India should be on top of your list. With a daily budget of about 40 United States dollars, converting it into the Indian rupee is approximately 3,000 Indian rupees. With this modest amount, you can make your way around India while enjoying some of the best features of the country.
Often nicknamed the teardrop of India, the country island of Sri Lanka is located in the Indian Ocean. It's a very diverse destination with white sand beaches, stunning national parks, and a rich culture. Although Sri Lanka might be small, there's an incredible amount of things to do in this country. Whether you're a wildlife enthusiast, adventure seeker, history buff, or beach lover, Sri Lanka has got something for you. Sri Lanka is a bit more expensive than India, but it's still a budget-friendly destination where you won't need to worry about spending too much money.